Okay, welcome back. In this video we're going to work our way through section 8.1. Okay, now it begins with what it calls revision of geometry. I'm going to sort of assume that it's not revision that you're learning it. Okay, so now I want you to be an active learner. So I want you with pen and paper and your drawing your maths set out and ready when we work through this. So I also want you to open page 17, which is the beginning of the geometry section, but it is the only page on geometry in your log tables, page 17. Okay, so we'll begin with line through A and B. Okay, so we're doing geometry 1. It starts on page 165. And in particular we're going to do section 8.1 in this video. Okay, so when we're defining the line through A and B, what we're talking about here is 2 points named capital A, capital B. Okay, anchor, click, twist, A and B. And when we write A, B, what we're referring to is the line through A and B, which means the line that goes on forever, continuing on in both directions and contains A and B. Okay, so it's important you know this. Okay, now I'm not going to use the same letters, so I'm going to use 2 more points here, C and D. Okay, and join them. But this time I'm not going to extend the line on beyond the end points. So now the points are acting as end points of a line segment. Okay, so how do we refer to this 1D shape in maths? We talk about CD with square brackets at the end. Can we get that from the log tables? Yes, the line segment from. So we're going to copy these words down, and you need to be able to use these words and understand these words. Line segment from C to D, or from the point C to the point D. Okay. Next we have array. So again we'll take any 2 points, C, D, E, F. We will start at the end point, and we might have a special name for that now in a minute, E, and move on to F and go on forever in that direction. So this is often called a half line. Okay, it's not quite this vector here, so we'll say it's only in the book, it's not in the tables. And the way we refer to it is just like this is an end point C, this is an end point of the array, so we have a square bracket, but it goes just as this B goes on forever that way, this goes on forever that way, so that's how you talk about the array EF. Cool. Okay, now we're on to the second row here of learning our geometry terminology, and it is, now here we start with a line and we mark 3 points on the line. Let's not make them equidistant, because this is not about them being equidistant, it's about the word collinear. Okay, so the thing to note is there's 2 L's in this spelling, and these 3 points are collinear. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Capital letters for the names of points in general, by convention. So 3 lines are collinear if they're all on the same straight line. Okay. What else can we learn about lines? The vast majority of lines, so long as they're not parallel, so long as I don't draw a parallel line now, say at the other side of my ruler, the vast majority of lines do what they're doing here, and that is called intersect. Intersect. So generally non-parallel lines intersect. Okay, and they intersect at the point P. Okay, line L is a small letter and line M is a small letter, so we use small letters for naming lines and circles. Okay. Now, if they were not to meet, like I referred to a minute ago,